today we are going to discuss the transmission media which are used in the computer network. So in data communication, our transmission media is one of the most important aspect or one of the most important part of the computer network. So it is a physical path through which transmitter mean the sender who sends the data, transmit the data to the receiver who receives the data. So or it's also known as end device. So for example, a channel through which the data is sent is known as transmission media. And transmission media in computer network are directly controlled by the physical layer and located below the physical layer. So what is data? Data is represented by signals which can be analog or digital. So these signals are transmitted in the form of electromagnetic energy from one device to another. So signals are typically imposed on the wave of some kind suitable for the chosen media. Like data can modulate sound, and a transmission media for the sounds may be air, but solids and liquids may also act as the transmission media. So the vacuums or air constitutes are the good transmission media for the electromagnetic waves, like light waves or radio waves. Next we have electromagnetic energy. Electromagnetic energy is a combination of the magnetic or electric field vibrating in relation to each other. So including infrared lights, visible lights, UV lights, power, radio waves, and the gamma and cosmic rays. So what are the types of transmission media? We have two types of transmission media in our computer network. First one is guided transmission media or wire transmission media. As its name shows, it is connected with wire. It consists of wire, so it's a wire transmission media. So guided transmission media, which is also known as the wire or boundary transmission media. So a signal traveling the media is directed and confined by the physical limits of the medium. We have some advantages of guided media, which is more secure. Like we have only one way connection, or we have only one way transmission. We have only one way. The data is sent only from one to one, so that's why it's more secure. Also it provides high speed because we don't have multiple paths, or we don't have multiple nodes from where we have to send data. We have to send it only on only one way. So that's why, or to only one node from initial to destination, or from source to destination. That's why it's high speed, and it's only used for the shorter distance. uh, we have advantages, so that also have some disadvantages of guided or wire transmission media. It's only use physical link because it's used for shorter distance, so it's only use the physical links. It needs physical link or connected by the physical links, and it's time consuming. Why time consuming? Because if we have a lot of data, we have to send on the destination bulk of data, so data transmission speed is slow. If we have to send data to the multiple paths, or from in the one way, so that's why it's time consuming. It takes a lot of time. Next we have unguided transmission media. Unguided is also known as the wireless transmission media because it don't use any wires. It is wireless, so that's why it also known as wireless transmission media. So it transfer electromagnetic waves without any use of the physical medium or a conductor. So it also refers to the unbounded or the wireless transmission media. In unguided transmission media, we also have some advantages and disadvantages. First, let's discuss the advantages. The signal is broadcast to the free space or free air in vacuum in air. So because there is no wide transmission media, there is no wide connection. That's why it's in free air, or it uses the air, space to the it uses the air to broadcast the signals. Next, unguided signals can travel in several ways: sky propagation, ground propagation, and the light of the speed and line of sight propagation, which is pretty easy to understand. Next, let's move on to the next one. So the electromagnetic spectrum ranging its range is from 3 kilohertz to 900 terahertz, which is a pretty big amount. So used for the transmission communication. We have also some transmission modes: simplex mode, duplex mode, half duplex mode, and full duplex mode. Simplex mode. In simplex mode is only one way straight. Okay, only one or two devices. Next, simplest transmission media is the keyboard and the traditional monitors or TV broadcast and radio station. In half duplex, each station can transmit and receive the data, but one at a time. So we have the example of the half duplexes. walkie-talkie. Next, full duplex. Full duplex, as its name shows, it is a two-way street. Both the stations can transmit and receive data at the same time. Data transmission can occur in two ways. Either the link must contain two physical separate. So its example is telephone network, where two people can talk and listen at the same time. It's pretty simple. So that's for it today. Thank you.